What it do? What it do? Like Mountain Dew. It's the Super Bias Sports Show, a place where a fan can be a fan. No matter how biased they take us, we got some heat, some ay caliente coming for you
Let's go.
next.
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Tell me how you like me now. How you like
Again, welcome. It is the Super Bias Sports Show, where a fan can be a fan no matter how biased your take is. It's two of your hosts here. Another one we're going to be joining up pretty soon. But it's your boy Bonnet.
And your boy Austin, man. What's going on, bruh?
What's going on? Nothing, chilling like a villain. I
Chilling,
want to
chilling.
say something real quick though.
What you
That
got?
intro that I just played,
Mm-hmm.
one of our hosts was singing that.
Really?
Yep, just listen one more time. Just listen to
All
it one
right,
more
all
time.
right.
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Tell me how you like me now. How you like
Mmm.
That's your boy B Rob on there. How you like me?
Okay. What's going on, man? Let's go.
But yo, how was your weekend? How was your weekend?
We were good, man. Watching some football. Fantasy isn't going so good, but we got one league in the playoffs. So, hey,
Oh,
it is what it
well,
is.
I did my cooking thing that I do on the side.
Yes,
Try
sir.
to
Yes,
make that
sir.
my full time though. And then also, I oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Oh my gosh, I'm having a bonnet moment right now. That is called the bonnet moment. That is called the bonnet moment.
Oh,
What did
my.
you say again? That you were good
Uh,
and everything.
yeah, good. Football, Sunday football, basketball, soccer, the whole 9 yards. It was good. It
Yeah.
was good.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the soccer part. But
Yeah.
also, I been doing great. Been dealing with my truck. I
Yep.
broke into it, trying to get my window fixed.
Jeez.
Went today. They giving me the whole runaround. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
come on, man. Not a runaround, but at first they had the wrong truck yesterday, and
Yep.
then they said we have the part. Went
Yep.
today, they didn't have. Now they need another part. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, it's just a lot, man.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Jeez.
exactly, bro. Like, come on, man. Just let me get my truck fixed.
Right.
But let's not waste any more time here.
Let's go.
Let's go into the Sunday wins. Now, yo, these
Mm.
NFL games this past week and
They
weekend,
were good.
they they were good. I must say,
Facts.
they were pretty good.
They
Really,
were.
really good.
Were.
So we're gonna skip this one right here for now because we're gonna talk about that one a little bit later. Okay. But look at
Yes,
this
sir.
one. This game, I think everybody but you had the Texans winning.
Jeez, the Jets. Zachary Wilson.
Bruh, laid the smack it down.
Woo wee.
Laid the smack it down, man. It was ridiculous.
Woo.
Freaking ridiculous.
Hey,
I'm like, are you serious?
he's keeping them in playoff contention, man. Aaron Rodgers supposedly coming back before Christmas Eve. Don't want to say anything, but
Yo. Oh, I do remember what I was gonna say now.
what were you gonna
I
say?
was gonna say my fantasy teams.
Oh,
You know, I'm just in the playoffs in all of them. That's all. Nothing too
yes,
crazy.
sir.
I just made it to the playoffs in every single one of my fantasy leagues, and I think I'm in three or four.
Mm-hmm.
But your boy is in. He's in there.
Okay, NFL guru.
Come on, I've been trying to tell people for a while, man.
Okay,
It's like they don't want to listen. This is the guru.
facts.
But let's go to a next game. Let's go to a next game here,
The
real quick,
Ravens and the
bruh.
Rams. Kick,
The
punt, return, touchdown.
Yo, some crazy
Jeez.
games, man.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna say nothing, but blocking it back. Blocking it back. But hey,
Huh.
I'm not gonna say nothing. The Ravens got their win fair and square. But hey, that was a good game. I was
That was
watching that most of the Sunday, mostly.
a,
Rams put
mm-hmm.
up a fight. They put up a fight versus the best team in NFL, or the second best team in NFL, the best team in AFC right now. They put up a fight.
Yeah.
So Matt Stafford was looking like the Super Bowl winning Matt Stafford. He was.
I hope but before you bring up the screen, I just want to ask something. Are they in contention right now, the Rams? Are
The
they in
Rams
contention?
are 6-7 between 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 are 6-7 in the NFC.
So
So
they are in the hunt. They
they
are in
are.
the hunt.
They
And
are in
that's
the
what I like to hear because I got my man Cooper Cup has started to make me look good. That man
hunt.
Cooper Cup started to make me
So,
look good.
yes, sir. I mean, hey, Matt Stafford, 23 for 41, 294, 3 touchdowns.
Mm.
Whoo!
Mm-hmm.
Kyron Williams, 25 carries for 114. Cooper Cup, 8 receptions, 115, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That team looked like that Sunday. They looked like the Super Bowl winning team that they were when they won a
They
Super Bowl.
they look like they belong there.
They looked like they were belong. They looked like they were the team that won a Super Bowl. But yeah, they look good.
Man. Next game, we already knew
Man,
what
come
was
on,
exactly what
Panthers, get
this.
a dub, man.
The Panthers are just they messed me up early in the season with my pick'ems, man. They messed me
Man,
up with that a little bit there because they wasn't doing Nathan's.
I know.
Nathan's. It's like, come on, bruh.
Bryce
Now,
Young is not looking like the number one overall pick.
and this shocked me right here.
How
The
about them
Bengals,
Tigers, man?
and they're in the hunt.
They are indeed in the
It's
hunt.
crazy. Well, what's their backup quarterback name?
Jacob Browning or Jake Browning.
He's been
He's been
putting up.
hooping.
He has been hooping.
He
He
has been hooping.
definitely has been. And then next up,
18 for 24, 275, 2 touchdowns, and a pick.
that's not
Versus
bad.
the Colts.
That is not bad.
Yeah.
And
Keep
then the
playoff hopes alive, man.
exactly. And talking about playoff
But
hope,
hey, he did come out, and AJ McCarron did take his spot for a hand or finger injury, something. So,
mm-hmm. So
and
we're
it's
gonna
something
see
to
what's going
watch.
on with that. And next
Yeah,
up,
that's something to watch.
the Broncos and the Falcons.
The Buccaneers and the
I mean
Falcons.
I said Broncos. The Buccaneers and the Falcons. I slated
Baker.
Bucks to win,
Mm-hmm.
but Baker Mayfield is he's been doing his thing. He's been doing his thing. Nobody can't say nothing.
Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, that was a must-win game if they wanted to make the playoffs or have a chance at
hmm
playoffs. So they're
Even though Mike Evans only had like 1 point for me,
mhm.
that's okay. I still won. But we can't
That's
do that. We can't do that in
so
the playoffs.
right now they're in that bunch that's 6-7.
Yep.
And that I mean, the Bucks are number 4 right now because of what's it called? Because they're winning the division right now.
hmm
But that division could go any way between the Falcons, Saints, or Bucks. So because all of them
Right.
are 6-7. So
And all of them won, right? Besides Falcons.
yeah, besides the Falcons, but the Bucks beat the Falcons. So
hmm
hey, man. All right, Baker.
Next,
Baker.
another upset.
Next.
The Jags and the Browns.
Man,
That man Joe Flacco.
Joe,
He
is that the new Joe Shiesty? Is Joe Flacco the new Joe Shiesty now?
Don't do that. Don't do that. But
Hey,
man,
he's got orange. His name is Joe, and he's in he's in the AFC and the AFC North, man. So the new Joe
uh,
Shiesty. Sheesh.
uh,
I
sheesh.
mean, hey, it looks like his favorite target is David Njoku, though.
man. And I'm like, geez, I traded David Njoku. I was
Boy,
like,
and
geez.
Joku's receptions for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns, man.
Boy, he killed in fantasy. Even
He
though
did.
I
He
do
did.
got Kelsey. Kelsey is still the number one overall.
Yep,
But
yep, yep.
and that last play messed up. We're gonna talk about that play a little bit later.
Oh,
But oh my gosh, that messed up some points for me and everything. And I'm just like, come on, man, come
uh,
on. But
how about the
and I,
Bears? The Bears.
them Bears and what's their record?
They're 5-8, bro.
So they're in the hunt.
Yeah,
They're in the hunt. And Lions,
they're one game below. What's it called? They're one game out of being in that 6-7 pool, along with the New York Football
the New
Giants.
York Football Giants. Who thought we'd have been saying that this late in the season? The
Man,
way the year started out now, man. But
no.
let's carry on and
Yeah,
continue.
yeah, yeah.
So the Lions and the Bears, man. Are the Lions real? Was this
Are the
just a
Lions a
mess up?
fraud? Are they a fraud?
Are they fraud?
Are they frauds? Hey,
Because it's like, what in the world are they doing, man?
right.
They just have
Started
been,
started what? 6-1, something like that.
and what they won like 2 games out of their last four, something like that.
Yeah, they're
Is
9-4.
it's not looking real too good for them. I'm
No,
like,
it's not.
jeez.
It's looking a little scary over in Detroit, man.
But let's go ahead and move on to the
The
Seahawks
DK ejection
and the
game.
best team in the league.
Facts.
So you say
DK
DK
ejection.
ejection game. Happy you said that because Mike Shanahan was, what did he do?
Kyle
He gave,
Shanahan. Yeah,
yeah,
he's
Kyle
like, hey, I
Shanahan.
see. I did see something on that. He's like, we're gonna make DK something and get him ejected or get him
Right, because
to react to get
he
him
was showing
ejected.
team the feed film of him just
Yes.
going crazy.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So they did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, jeez.
His sign language didn't help him right there.
He
His
mad at
sign
me.
language didn't help him right there because he definitely got ejected for grabbing Fred Warner's face mask. But
Yep. I'm Fred Warner just was like, I ain't doing nothing. Look, he is all him. It's all
right,
him, even though Fred
hey,
Warner instigated a little bit.
he instigated it. He didn't instigate a little bit. He definitely instigated it. I definitely pushing DK down in the back of the head. But hey, the refs didn't see it. They saw DK retaliate and got him up out of there.
And that
But
is a fact.
that boy Debo, sheesh.
Boy, he's cooking.
That boy Debo
He's cooking
Samuel.
right now.
My goodness. 7 receptions, 149, and a touchdown. He is
Like,
cooking.
that is insane what Debo has been coming on for the last what, 2 weeks?
3 weeks. Yeah.
Right. It is like, yo.
Yeah, he's cooking, bro.
And then McCaffrey's still doing him.
16
Ayuk,
for 145. Ayuk 6 for 126. Kittle 3 for 76 and a touchdown.
man, that team is cooking with
They're
fish grease right
cooking,
now.
bro. They are cooking.
It's like, jeez.
Yeah.
And
That team,
now
the best team in the NFL right now, man.
I would say they're the best rounded team. Definitely.
For sure. For sure.
The next
And
game.
we get to the best game of the week, man. A 3-0 Minnesota Vikings win over the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders.
Jeez.
That was a bad look.
That, yo.
Now, I
Man.
think I picked the Vikings to win.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Happy they did. But, jeez.
3-0.
3-0.
That's a soccer score.
Ooh, excuse me, that's one of those making you bored right there. Well, the defense, it was a defensive struggle. I mean, game,
Yeah.
but
That's a clean sheet in soccer, they call it.
they putting up the real football. They putting up those numbers.
I know. Sheesh.
Like, that is insane. And now something that I don't like a lot going to the and Justin Jefferson, he did get injured.
He
We're
did.
gonna
He
bring up
did.
injuries
He did.
later.
They're saying he's got a chance to play, so
Right. It
we'll see.
wasn't nothing.
He did go
It
to the
wasn't
hospital.
his shoulder or his chest. No, it was his chest.
Yep.
Hmm.
His chest, yeah.
So it looks like most likely he'll be playing. But
Facts.
now on to
The
a
Russell
team,
Wilson Broncos country. Let's
the team that
ride.
we thought the Chargers was, going to be dropping 40 a game
Man.
and doing all this. They
Telling
scored
more of
40
this,
what one?
telling more of that. The Chargers had the most explosive offense this. They had the most explosive offense that.
Shoot,
And
wasn't
they
it
only put
last
up
week?
7
Didn't they win
points.
like 12,
Huh?
8 or something last week? Some
What?
weird score. How much did they win by last week?
Oh, they
Let
won
me
6-0
see.
to the Patriots.
6. So in 2 weeks,
They put up
they
13 points
in 2 weeks
and
they
got
put up
outscored 13-24. But
like
that 24 was put up by one team, the Denver Broncos and Russell Wilson.
the veto
Hey,
for MVP. All right, my man. All right, my man. All right, my man. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
oh man.
What up? How about the boys? The Dallas Cowboys, that is. What up? What up? What up? How about the boys?
Come on, man.
I
What's
knew it
good?
was coming.
What's
I
going
knew it
on?
was coming. I, wa-
What's
I had
good?
my I went to Joe's comment. I went to Joe's comment. I
Yeah,
had it on what it was supposed to be because I knew it was coming. But you know what? I can't say
that was
nothing.
perfect. Nothing,
They
Man.
nothing. Number one in
we
the
did it.
NFC East.
We was waiting for you on purpose before we even bring up anything
Yeah, I was taking too long.
Facts.
I was taking too long to
to
take
do
a shower.
that.
I did everything I needed to do. Listen, what's good, everybody? It's your boy T
What's going on,
Time
man?
here. A little late, but I'm here. Y'all
Yes,
keep going. You
sir.
keep going. Don't let me interrupt what y'all
No,
got
we
going
was talking about the Chargers and the Broncos, and now what's his
Man,
name?
Russ
I was about
for
to call him
comeback
Herbert.
player of the year. Russ for comeback player of the year. Week 14, you heard it here first. SBS Sports Show. Austin said comeback player of the year, Russell Wilson.
Now
Come
Russell
on,
Wilson.
man.
is comeback player for injuries or just a
It's
performance?
usually injury.
Performance. Yeah, I know.
It's
I
usually
think
injury.
Hamilton might get it then. DeMar
He didn't play.
Hamlin,
sorry, I said Hamilton. Yeah,
If he
Hamlin.
wins it, it's rigged. I don't care.
nah.
The guy died on the field,
DeMar
bro.
can't get it.
I
He,
know.
he
did,
died on
bro.
the field.
Gosh.
But
Hey,
Russell Wilson has been doing
Yeah.
good. He has been a great backup for me in my fantasy football league. He is helping me out there because Aaron Rodgers just we
old
all
man.
seen it.
Old man got to Aaron Rodgers.
we seen it. But there ain't
Yeah.
nothing much to say about that game. Chargers
But
are
hey,
done.
there's one thing. Russell
What?
Wilson does have the Broncos one game behind the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC West now.
And what they started 0-5. What was it? 0-5 or
0-5.
1-5?
One
0-5.
they were 1-5.
1-5, same thing. But he has them one game behind the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC West.
That is crazy.
Do they play each other one more? No, they don't play each other one more time.
No, they split. They
Yeah,
split.
that's right. Yep. But let's see.
But the
The
way
Broncos-
that KC going right now, though,
The Broncos got the Chargers for one last AFC West battle this year.
and they're gonna
Oh, and the Raiders. My bad. And the Raiders. So the last 2 weeks could decide if the Broncos are making the playoffs and getting home field advantage. Well, not home field advantage, but
for the first
honestly,
round.
they might because
For the first round,
the division.
if they beat K, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes, they are behind by one game.
Yeah.
Isn't it only? It's only one team that gets the first round bye, though.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
one team. But
That's
in
why
the
he said
three games in the first weekend, and they would get
Right.
they would get home field if they're the
He's
four
talking
seed.
about home field for the first week.
Oh,
Yeah,
home
yeah.
field. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought he was saying they get the bye.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no. That's between the Ravens, the Jags, the Bears. I don't
The
know.
Jags just took a
The-
fat
I
ass.
think the Ravens got that locked up, but hey.
The Ravens, yeah, I say they got that for
Now
sure.
let's go to this next game right here. The Bills and the Chiefs.
Kadarius
What?
Toney, offensive offsides, man.
Yo, y'all see Mahomes and their coach
Bruh.
backtracking? Like,
Yeah.
bro, did y'all not think nobody told y'all that he was offsides? Like, I don't know how did
Now
y'all
I
wait till now?
seen your favorite person, Tea Time. On Speak Up, your favorite person.
Oh,
On Speak.
Joy?
On Speak. No, your favorite
Joy or
person.
oh
Your
Shady.
running back.
Shady.
Oh, garbage Shady.
He was like, this is the first time in my life where they did not warn him not one time that game. And he was offsides multiple times. He said normally this is the first NFL game that he's seen. Normally they give you a warning or two,
Yeah. Yep.
but they didn't even do that. But then they called it on that last. But it still was an offsides.
Listen,
Right.
this man was literally looking at the ball in front of it. There's
He
no
was.
excuse. You're a professional. Listen, that happens in high school
Little
football,
league. Little,
maybe college.
Yep.
In the NFL, you are a paid professional athlete. There's no excuse for Kadarius Toney lining up offside. His whole body was in front of the ball. Like,
Yeah.
there's no excuse whatsoever. Pat Mahomes should be ashamed of himself for crying like he was doing,
yo, the
having
way
a
I
full
was
on his.
like,
I
no
like
way.
Mahomes. I
And I
like
do.
Mahomes,
Come on, I
but
say it's
that
Mahomes here than everybody else's, but that was unbecoming.
with
Hey.
out there crying like LeBron. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Get off the
Ah,
like you just
Hey. They
I was
might.
like,
Hey, now they might not get a home playoff game.
for the first time in his career,
But
In
right?
his career,
that's
they
not
might not
because
get
of
a home
that.
playoff game.
It's because they're not good.
Yeah.
They're not good. I've been saying it, and I've been saying this all year long. People want to call me haters, but I said the two teams that were in the Super Bowl last year will not be in the Super Bowl this year. That's no hate. That's no nothing. Those teams are different. They're drastically different teams. Kansas City is not getting to the Super Bowl unless the NFL makes something happen. But they are not getting to the Super Bowl.
They
That
about to
Yeah.
team
call
is
him
not
Calvin
They don't
good.
look good.
Johnson.
That
The
game.
team's not good.
No, they
I
don't
don't
look good.
understand how a team with Patrick Mahomes don't have at
I
least
know.
one go-to receiver
It's
besides a tight end.
Hey,
Besides a tight end.
It's sad.
That's why I said
It's sad.
besides.
It's been
Besides the
Rashi
tight
Rice,
end.
but he can't.
But
He can only
he's
do
been
so much.
iffy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, but they should have got D Hop. If they
Yeah.
had got D Hop, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But see, the
Now-
problem is when you're paying Mahomes what you're paying him, you can't go do that. And didn't they just pay one of
Right.
their offensive linemen a bunch of
No,
money?
they played the
They
offensive.
paid Chris Jones.
and then Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
They paid
Yeah.
Chris
So
Jones. Chris Jones took them
it,
to the bank.
Hey,
they should have. They got to find something though.
Because
yeah.
the look on Josh Allen's face when he thought that it was a touchdown was priceless. Like he had the shock face, like this just did it again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they technically did it, except the only if just think about that play. Think about it. Kadarius Toney, the only wrong thing that he did was lined up
Line up.
2 feet in front of the ball. Everything else was perfect. Like you literally lost the game when Kelsey made probably one of you. That could be
IQ.
arguably one of the top 10 greatest plays ever in
IQ
football.
play, and that was never.
You know,
It's a play that never happened.
just like
Jeez.
what a joke. And I don't even think that was scripted. I think that was all
No,
Kelsey.
yeah, no, that was all.
Yeah,
Kelsey.
it was. It was all
It
Kelsey.
wasn't even scripted. It wasn't even that. That wasn't even the play. It was all Kelsey. And the thing was, Tooney on that same play, he ran up the field and then start getting mad because he was open and Mahomes didn't throw it to him. And then he just happened to look and turn and Kelsey was throwing it to him. I'm like, yo, I'm glad that headache is gone, man. I'm glad that headache is gone. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl, blah blah blah, but I'm glad that headache is
Hold on
completely
a second.
gone. Cause that
Oh, my
that dude,
that was bad.
it was terrible.
Yeah, and that, like I said, you're a paid professional athlete. Lining up off sides is just unacceptable. As a wide receiver, he wasn't even checking with the ref, which made it that bad. But even I don't know, there was some pictures that came out. Even if he was on sides, the other one of the linemen was lined up too
Was
far
lined up
back.
too far back, so
So
it
the
was going
play
to be
it would have been
illegal.
messed up. Yeah,
Right.
formation. So it would have been messed up no matter what.
Jeez.
So
But now,
And you know the KC fans, they showing when Von Miller was offside, and then they didn't
yeah.
count, and I'm like, okay, now we're just nitpicking,
Yo,
and they no, they can't.
what's everybody's thought on this whole like I don't really care that they show Taylor Swift. Like to me, it's like it's the world that we live in. They will overdo any and everything. So it's like
they got to
to
get their
me it don't yeah, like they just trying to make money
I
off
care
of
less.
it.
Yeah,
I care less, honestly.
that don't. I mean, it doesn't
Hey,
matter.
she might sing at their home playoff game if they get a home playoff game.
I
Yeah,
would say this though, like as me as a viewer, it doesn't really bother me. If I was Travis Kelsey, it would annoy me to the max because it is taking away from like
yeah,
You
that's
mean
just
play
our
football?
relationship.
right.
Well, not even that. It's just so much more of like think about the pressure that now puts on their relationship. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
they got to
you
get married and have kids now.
then
If
if
they
it
don't,
goes
it's a
bad,
failure.
think about it. If they break up, think about all the hate that Travis Kelsey's gonna get.
Right.
You know how these
People was already saying about the breakup song because she always make a breakup song when she break up with somebody. I'm like,
She
yo,
was hugging his homie too close. Hey, I mean, listen, we don't know what type of relationship they got, so
they might have an
it's
open one.
That
a different world out here now.
the Bills, hey, they kept their playoff hopes alive with that win.
Oh, that
You know,
was just so
So hey,
you know what's so funny about Buffalo though? Like, I couldn't be a Bills fan because of
the
that.
Bills
They
fan.
go out, yeah, like they go out, they lose to Philly, which they should have beat, right? Then they come out and they somehow get lucky because Kadarius Toney lines up all sides. They win this game. So Bills fans were literally like thrown in the towel. I'm done with this season, selling off season tickets. Then they now do this, and now they're like, Buffalo's going
Yeah,
back to the Super
this
Bowl.
is like the fourth time they switch it every single week.
I'm
They
just
flip
like,
flop
bro,
every
like
week.
oh man,
Plus,
now
hey,
they're gonna get
they play y'all
hot
next
and
week,
cold.
right?
yo, and I'm gonna be in the building, and Dallas is about to put up, beat them by 30. Like, I'm just
You
looking
gotta
at
go.
it.
You gotta go live at some point.
I'm definitely going to. I'm definitely listen. Like Philly, so Dallas just dog walked Philly, right? Philly just barely beat Buffalo. What makes you think that Dallas can't? And we're a 2.5 point underdog, which I'm absolutely confused about that. The
It's because
weather
they're
is
at
not
home.
snowing.
Because they're at home.
And we
And
don't
what
know
does
what
that
the
mean? They're
weather's gonna be.
6-6 or 7-6.
They don't know
What
what
does
the
it
weather is gonna be.
It's going to be 48, 50 degrees outside.
Well,
No snow.
that's the case. That's
So I'm
football
like,
weather.
yeah, even if it
Hey.
was snowing, though, it's like these dudes have played in snowy weather before. Like there is no like you got to think about it. What difference is it? Like if Buffalo players is cold, don't you think Dallas players is cold?
Mhm.
Like we're all playing in the same snow. There's
Right.
no advantage. Buffalo doesn't have a running game outside of Josh Allen. We barely got a running game, but our running game is by far better than Buffalo. So if that was the case, we would still destroy them. Like I mean, I don't. Maybe it will be a closer game, but you know me, I'm rolling with Dallas.
So while we're talking about that, we just gonna bring up something here real quick. They are who we said they were. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Eagles.
Fumbledelphia, man.
Listen,
Fumbledelphia.
this is the thing about what is killing me with this whole narrative is you know how like Philly fans they gotta flip a narrative
Right here?
somehow.
Right here.
I'm gonna respond to that in a second, but I gotta respond to what AJ just said about the fumbles. Philly fans was just like, yeah, if we didn't fumble the ball, then the game would have been different. It's not like y'all were just running downfield and y'all dropped the ball.
Like Saquon
Dallas was smacking them around. Like we forced those fumbles. There was not one fumble that they just popped out their hand.
Because didn't
We
old
forced
boy
each
call
and
him
every
old?
He called
AJ Brown
AJ Brown
called.
called Stephon Gilmore old, and then got put on cuffs and got smacked by him. AJ Brown been talking junk all year, trying to talk about him and CD Lamb. They not even in the same conversation. He's by far better, and blah blah blah. And then look at him. Every time he plays Dallas, he get put on cuffs. 10 and like, come on. All right, now can I respond to this? Relax. Dallas ain't that good. Be easy. That is true. Dallas isn't that good. What does that mean for the Philadelphia Eagles that just got dog walked by Dallas by 20 points? That means y'all not that good either. That's literally been the thing that I've been saying all year, is that Philly is not good. They keep saying they're good, but they're not good. Their quarterback is not an MVP caliber player. Their offense
Talk that talk, George.
Thank you. Offensive line doesn't look that good anymore. That tush push, that's the only thing they literally got going for them. Their defense is trash. They're ranked 22nd overall in the NFL in defense. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Like they're not comparable. Again, which is why I said the two Super Bowl teams from last year will not be in the Super Bowl. They just won't be. How many touchdowns did he score? Show me how many touchdowns he scored with them 94 yards. I'll wait. Because the offense didn't even score one touchdown.
I'm about to say.
What are we talking about?
The offense clearly didn't score. The defense did.
Exactly. Like, what are we talking about? Like, they didn't score one touchdown. We've literally put AJ Brown on cuffs all year. Okay, he got 94. Didn't CD almost go for 200 on them in the last game? What are we talking about?
But you can't bring up what he almost did and all that. That's what was said before. I'm not a Cowboys fan. If Cowboys had got beat, it would have been the other way around. But when Cowboys got beat, what was people were saying? Well, CDM went nuts. So what? Y'all didn't win.
Exactly. So it's just funny how the narratives change when other teams are on the other side of this thing. Like, it's just funny. Dak absolutely destroyed the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, sir.
What's good?
The winner's circle feels good, man.
Winner's Circle Tuesday,
Feels
man.
good,
Welcome
I
man.
forgot
to it.
Patriots.
Hey, look, for the
spoke about
last
Patriots,
couple of
but
weeks, it was lonely. It was just us two up here.
Wait, everybody got
Everybody
the
Steve got the
Everyone
dub.
won. Even though we're supposed to tank, everybody won, man.
Hey, welcome to the winning circle, my boys. How y'all feel? All three of y'all been lacking.
Hold on.
Well, we have been on a 3-game winning
We
streak.
on the two. Yeah, we on the multiple.
We're on the multiple.
Hold on. This ain't our first one.
Oh wait, can I keep dog walking, Joe?
Go ahead,
How many
go
points
ahead.
did Dak score in the second half? Our field goal kicker scored more points than your entire offense. Again, what are we talking about, Joe? Like, what? I'm hit me with something that's important, but no matter what you put in this comment section, your team is trash. They got dog walked. There is no, we stopped you on the second half. Y'all stopped us from scoring a touchdown, but our field goal kicker was practically setting history on y'all because y'all couldn't stop our offense. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Our kicker, literally scored more points. Him by himself scored more points than your entire offense. So what is it that you're talking about? Your defense is trash. It's ranked 22nd overall in the NFL.
I will say this. Philly's defense, other than the defensive line, it's a huge liability. Me just being the mediator, I wouldn't say that they're trash. I mean, they are 10-3 for a reason. They already have beaten.
Easily be
They
2-11.
Listen.
Thank you.
Listen. I'm gonna say this, right? And it's not me defending the Eagles or anything. It's just me giving context, right? They are 10-3, right? Just like Cowboys are 10-3. They're 10-3. If you look at it, nobody has had a stretch of 4 games this tough this season as the Eagles. Now remember, they did play KC, they went and played Buffalo, then they played San Fran, and then they played Dallas again, right? And this is off the bye, right? So I will say, I mean, I didn't expect them to go 4-0 in this stretch. I think we even talked about this. We said
Yeah, we said
they're gonna lose
2-2
multiple
or
games,
3
or
or
they're gonna
1-3.
split, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you playing arguably 3 teams that are like contending for a title, right? So that 4-game stretch, that's brutal. And now they about to play Seattle.
But can't you compare that to Dallas's?
I don't know.
They
because
haven't
I haven't had a 4-game stretch like how they just went through.
I'm saying we're in it. We're in it right now.
I'm saying y'all currently are in it, but we won't look at like Seattle as that tough team because they're not even competing.
After the Bills and Dolphins, it'll be the tough stretch.
Right.
We'll consider that the tough stretch.
Right. So like y'all are just in the beginning, and I'm not like comparing it apples to oranges to say whatever, blah blah blah. I am saying Philly's defense. This is not it. Like it's not it.
The D line is there, like you said.
The D line is. I give the D line an A+, but it's only but so much the D line can do on every single play if the secondary is not also playing as well. Because think about it, as of right now, they're not getting any coverage sacks. Right? Dallas, they get coverage sacks. San Fran, they get coverage sacks. Like the top tier teams, they get coverage sacks. Philly, if they front four don't get it, it's a dub. They secondary getting lit.
Yeah.
And if I could say, I was just talking to my boy about this today. I said, man, y'all missing CJ Gardner-Johnson. Y'all should have paid that man because it's looking sad. Like it's looking sad right now. Like y'all should have paid CJ. Y'all should have paid CJ Gardner-Johnson. Just to reply to Joe, I wouldn't say it's play calling.
Yeah, they do blitz every play.
You really got to do with personnel. You guys got a rookie in the slot. You even tried to trot out Keely Ringo out there, which was an L. He got 2 flags on one play by himself.
Oh, that's what 22 is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But why is there so
I will
many
definitely
excuses,
say,
though?
I would definitely say it's definitely not play calling. It's more personnel. You guys have better personnel in the secondary last year. But I will say that, like, as of right now, if we're gonna go like tiers of teams, Eagles are right where they supposed to be because your defense is not better than Dallas. Okay. Your offense is very comparable to Dallas, but neither of y'all defense is San Fran, and neither of y'all offense is San Fran either. It's not a shot at either of the teams. It's just personnel wise.
I don't know. I mean, Dallas's offense is up there. I mean, the only team that we struggled with was San Fran.
Considering the defenses they played, yes, you got to give them. They got the numbers. But think about it. You play San Fran, they blow everybody out.
That's true. But see, the only thing that I would say, if you really can anybody here honestly say the team that we saw, Dallas, the way that Dallas played at San Francisco,
it's not that
Dallas.
It's not the team right now,
right? So if everybody could consistently say no,
way more confidence and
right. But now watch this. The team that Philadelphia is right now, isn't this the same Philly that we've seen all year?
No. We can say the same for San Fran because the team that y'all playing on San Fran ain't the San Fran that's now. Because remember, they got Chase Young and them boys, and they look completely different. And Christian McCaffrey is playing like a psycho right now. Like, but
McCaffrey was balling out when we played them. That was the thing that surprised me.
Debo wasn't doing nothing.
But to be honest, though, I'm actually not surprised that McCaffrey was balling because think about it. In the beginning of the season, when y'all dog walked the Giants, right? Before the game got out of control, who was eating? Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
We could pull up the tape.
Yeah, Saquon was eating in the beginning.
Saquon was getting his. One thing that Dallas do struggle with and it's 100% because of your linebacker play, is running back out the backfield. Yeah, that is your Achilles heel right now, just because the linebacker play without Van Der Esch, the linebacker play is not like how it normally is. That's why,
I agree.
That's why I'm surprised Philly didn't exploit it.
Yeah, it started. They couldn't. At the beginning of the second half, they started running the ball. They ran it 3 straight times. Got 20-something yards, 20, 25, 30 yards on 3 runs. I mean, and they didn't end up doing
Well,
it.
I will
But,
say this. Coming
yeah.
out the second half, when you look at that game, I mean, they're playing catch up.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you running the ball is not really a threat to us.
Right. Exactly.
We want you to eat the clock.
No. Say it right. They were trying to play catch up. They never really quite got there, but they were trying.
Yo, I will say this. I will say this because, and I don't like doing woulda, shoulda, coulda, but I will say Philly did leave 21 points on the board because they were in the red zone 3 times and fumbled on 3 different occasions, which is wild. Ball security is probably going to be the emphasis this week at practice.
But why did they lose the Super Bowl last year? Hurts played a so-called perfect game, but the what? Fumble.
He fumbled. Yeah.
Fumbled.
Hurts fumbled. AJ fumbled. Devonta fumbled.
Yeah. But hold on. Because that one was a little biased right there. Because Hurts did play a perfect game in the Super Bowl. He fumbled.
He did.
The defender was in the right place at the right time.
Hey.
I mean,
the defender made a great play.
Let's keep it a stat. I think it was Willie Gay that picked up the touchdown and scored. Yo, he's one of the top linebackers in the league. He ain't no scrub.
Wait, but that one didn't Jalen drop the ball on that one?
Yeah, like the ball slipped out of his hands.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
so it's different. Dallas, we took it from him. I just wanted to make sure that was on. I'm only talking all my junk because y'all know how Philly fans was.
When you get the last win, talk your stuff.
When Philly won, you know how Joe was acting a whole lot different in his comment section. Now he trying to find the silver lining instead of just accepting the fact that they got dog walked.
That I can understand. What I don't understand is our fellow New York native acting like losing one game to a good team mean like they're just complete garbage.
It's a division team. We've seen how me personally.
I can understand if your team was good in the division.
Oh, we making a run for the playoffs.
I just say this is all I say about Philly.
One game out. That was it. We're 1 game out. We're literally 1 game behind. I'm just saying.
1 game behind who?
Not behind.
No.
That's a big.
One game.
That's a big difference.
Don't say 1 game behind because it sounds like y'all got 9 wins when y'all don't.
No.
The last spot 6 and 7 in the NFC West or NFC. The last spot is 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's the overall NFC. That's not the NFC East. They are not competing for the NFC
overall. Look. I gotta defend my conference because it was a comment made last night. I gotta come for you, T-Time. It was a comment made last night, and it did not sit well with me because I'm like, hold up, it's a little different on this side, right?
No, it's not.
The competition is fierce from top to bottom.
Nope.
I got a whole division.
Not
11 team in there.
I'm not listening to that because last year when we had this conversation and I said that the competition, can't you look at the records and say that the NFC is more competitive because of their records? Y'all told me no, because of their records were so bad. Now flip it, the AFC is bad.
No. Y'all records are worse on the NFC than the AFC. Y'all records are worse.
But see, you're talking about the whole. I'm not talking about the bums. I exclude the bum teams. The bottom teams is not. Why would we be talking about the garbage teams? I'm talking about what the teams that are going to actually compete for in the playoffs.
Now, look, let me say this. The only reason why there's a clear separation in y'all conference is because y'all got so many bums. Think about it. It's at least seven teams in the AFC right now can compete for a championship. 7.
Who?
Okay.
Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs.
Listen to my context.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins, offense. Chiefs, defense.
Nope.
Right? Chiefs, defense, right?
It's not happening.
Baltimore, offense and defense. Steelers,
Baltimore is the only one.
Steelers, defense.
No.
They keep you close in the game.
Do not. No, stop it. Nope.
Listen, I ain't going by opinion. I'm going by what they've been doing all year. Because you can sit here and say, if you can sit here and say Baltimore, I'm gonna be like, but the Steelers beat Baltimore.
The Steelers are garbage.
But
Baltimore. That's what I'm saying, though, is that the AFC
the Steelers have shown if you keep the game close, they can win the game.
But the NFC has shown that when we get leads, there's no keeping the game close. Like look at San Fran and look at Dallas.
Y'all doing that against other NFC opponents. Remember, I told you, conference to conference, AFC has more wins versus the NFC.
Then we'll talk about this after Sunday. We'll talk about this after Sunday, and then we'll talk about this after Miami, because that's the only difference is we just haven't played them yet.
We can, but keep this in mind. The AFC is at least 10 more wins versus the NFC than vice versa.
Yeah, but you also got to look at it that you can't really count that. We haven't even played them yet. We haven't played Buffalo.
I'm just going by what the current thing is. Just because y'all haven't played Buffalo, don't exclude the fact that AFC
didn't Philly play them and beat them?
Play who? But they also lost to the Jets. Okay.
Yeah, but we beat the Jets.
Okay. It don't. So but there's also other AFC teams that beat the NFC teams more than the AFC.
This is what I know. Miami is suspect.
100%.
Right? Buffalo is probably not even gonna make the playoffs. Like there's a legit thing that they could not make the playoffs. 100%. Kansas City, their defense is good.
Now their defense is elite.
Okay, not that elite though. Not that elite.
Yeah, Steve Spagnuolo know what he's doing there.
Now that defense is elite.
Didn't they just lose to Buffalo?
By a field goal.
So is a loss or a win a win?
Well, when I do loss and win, you say, "Oh, we haven't played them yet."
We haven't though. I'm speaking on my team. All of this.
I'm speaking conference. I'm only speaking to what was said last night. Your words were the championship should just be Eagles, San Fran, Dallas, and Baltimore. If I was really being honest, it should just be San Fran versus the AFC because they blew Eagles and Cowboys out.
So what do you think San Fran is going to do to the AFC?
You want a case that
they ain't gonna win? Hold on. Remember, I'm on record. AFC winning the next 5. I'm 1-0.
You want a case that that Kansas City's defense is elite?
No,
they've given up the second least points in the AFC behind the Ravens or in front of the Ravens.
Let me ask you a question. Is Baltimore Ravens beating San Fran in 2 weeks?
No.
Oh no!
I don't know.
Listen. We talk about a man that is like 18-1 versus the NFC. We talk about a guy that gets on the field and blow these NFC teams out.
Y'all know me. I'm gonna ride with the NFC to the day I die. I don't see it. I don't see what y'all.
As of right now,
the AFC is full of injury-prone quarterbacks. All of y'all quarterbacks is hurt.
What you say, Austin?
I said as of right now, I don't see the Ravens beating the Niners.
I don't know. Odell is playing good. Zay Flowers is playing good.
As of right
and
now,
I hate Bonnet beating stroking Lamar. I don't see San Fran beating the Ravens.
So whose defense scares you more, Kansas City's or San Fran's?
That's uncomparable.
I'm gonna go with I don't know.
I don't think it's comparable.
I don't know.
I'm going with San Fran on that one.
I feel you.
What?
It's not comparable. It's not comparable.
It's not comparable. Now, if you say Ravens or Niners, that's comparable.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that mean? That doesn't make defense is defense. It doesn't matter if it's Buffalo. It doesn't matter if it's Cincinnati. Defense is defense. How do you?
Out of those three teams.
Yeah, but matchups matter. Matchups matter. That's why Lamar Jackson is like 18-1 versus the NFC.
But you're talking about Lamar about to go up against the best linebackers in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Lamar not running all over San Fran. And then to say that Odell,
he don't run out.
Okay, so then you think they're going to pick San Fran apart with that defensive line? He's not even going to have to. He's going to have to run.
I mean, Joe Burrow did. That same defense that was fully healthy. Joe Burrow did.
That defense that also had injuries at that time.
That defense was fully healthy.
I'm sorry, their offense. that
But
at that when
Trick
y'all
Williams
played them,
Your offense is sometimes your best defense.
yeah, that's
He's
true.
impressed.
That's true. But I also seen that same offense be good even when those players aren't having good games. You just asked me about defense. I seen Joe Burrow cook that defense. I'm not oblivious to think that Lamar won't do the same.
So is the Baltimore's offense better than Cincy's offense as a whole, fully
As
healthy?
of right now, yes.
No, not right now.
You're talking about fully healthy.
Because you're talking
Fully
about
healthy?
you're not talking about Cincy now.
Nah. Fully healthy, no.
So then what makes where are we coming off?
It's all about
Baltimore?
it's all about matches. Remember, Cincinnati just have an elite passer. Teams, it don't matter if Lamar Jackson don't run the whole game. They're gonna spy that man. It don't matter. He's getting.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Baltimore dicing up the San Fran 49ers.
They don't gotta dice them up, but they will drop 21 to 24 points on the board.
Okay, so are they're gonna put McCaffrey on cuffs? They're gonna put Debo on cuffs. They're gonna put Ayuk on cuffs. They're gonna put Kittle on cuffs. Like at some point, we got to look at what they got going too.
Let's be realistic. Them guys get paid. It's hard to put all them guys on cuffs. It don't matter what the team is, but it's not saying that they're not beatable.
I didn't say they're not beatable. They got three losses as well. But I'm just saying to say that it sounds like y'all saying it's a guarantee that Baltimore is going to just go in there and beat San Fran. I don't see it.
Nah, I ain't saying it's a guarantee.
That's
but
probably going to be the Super Bowl matchup.
I am saying I don't like San Fran chances versus Lamar because I only could go off of what Lamar has shown me. When he plays an NFC team, they have never seen something like him. They struggle, and he wins.
He got a ridiculous record again, but
his record versus the NFC is crazy.
Hey,
crazy.
They go to San Fran though.
He go on the road a lot.
All right.
What are we talking
about? It is Lamar
Jackson. This sound like MVP Lamar at this point.
I mean, I won't say that is MVP because there ain't no real quarterback playing like MVP. So,
wait, what?
Ain't no quarterback putting on an MVP season right now.
Not Dak Prescott.
If we talking about MVP, I need to compare him to previous MVP owners. He don't look nothing like Patrick Mahomes with no wide receivers.
Wait, what?
Patrick Mahomes.
They literally were just comparing him to Aaron Rodgers.
We talking about Aaron Rodgers, who won the MVP, who didn't even put up the best numbers.
Is he
that
MVP,
year he didn't.
He didn't. Listen, if we going off the previous MVP, Patrick Mahomes just put up 5,000 yards with no real receivers. Dak Prescott, he got 5,000? No, he's not even leading the NFL.
But he's playing at this point.
He could be playing the best. But if you ain't got them stats,
MVP, so who are you going to give MVP to?
If Tyreek Hill get 2,000, you give it to Tyreek. If Dak don't get 5,000 yards,
I don't even see that happening. Tyreek hurt, so he more than likely isn't going to reach that. So then who do you give that to?
Just like we don't know if Dak will get 5,000. It's like this. My criteria.
So you have to get 5,000 to be MVP?
Yes. My criteria for quarterbacks
in the NFL
getting MVP is based off what the previous MVPs do. Why would I want a quarterback that can't even do what the previous MVP?
Yeah, but you're talking about a league. You're talking about a league that literally changes by the year. Yep. Like we've seen running backs get phased out to now come back and be one of the most important positions. The league changes every year. So standard. I'm saying as far as money wise, but I'm saying as far as look at if Saquon isn't in New York, that team is a lot different. That their quarterback is gone.
Now listen to this. The 2 times
Brock Purdy's not Brock Purdy without CMC. Let's keep it real.
CMC could be in the MVP.
As you said, the league changes from year to year. But I've seen the same person win MVP twice, throwing 5,000 yards.
Yeah, but I get that. I get that, but what I'm saying is no one's throwing for 5,000. So if that happens, if no one throws for 5,000, does that mean that no MVP gets awarded this year?
No,
because that doesn't make sense.
Okay, so if nobody throws for 5,000,
2,000,
why would I give it to mediocre quarterback play. Let me give it to the guy.
How is it mediocre though?
breaking
Doesn't it
records.
come? Isn't there a lot more that comes into it though? Wins,
Nah. When
losses,
it comes to quarterbacking,
touchdowns, turnovers.
touchdowns in over 47 to 48,000 yards. I'm at 47 to 4,800 yards. You are an MVP
Okay,
level.
so then wide receiver, what's the standard?
You got to get
You
over
gotta do
2,000 yards. You got to
stupid. You gotta go
break
stupid.
Calvin Johnson's record.
Or you have to get almost 2,000, or you have to get 2,000 because
You
there
have
was a
to
number.
break Calvin Johnson's record and get 2,000 yards. That's the
So
only
if that
thing.
doesn't, so if that doesn't happen, then who's going to get it? It sounds like no one's going to get it because this isn't attainable.
I mean, they're gonna give it to somebody. They
Well,
might,
I get that,
I'm not
but I'm saying
that
according to your
they
standards.
listen, they might give it to Dak. I'm just saying, me, when it comes to quarterback play, I have a standard for quarterbacks who should win MVP. You should look like previous MVP owners.
I get that, but the thing that doesn't make sense is that it's changed. It doesn't look like Tyreek is going to reach 2,000. It doesn't look like any quarterback that is in winning position is going to reach 5,000. So that's all I'm getting at is that, it's not going to look the same because when Lamar won it, it didn't look the same to the person that
You got to remember, when it comes to Lamar winning the MVP, he did something that previous MVP quarterbacks didn't do. He ran for touchdowns. Right. He was almost dang near top 5 in
that's
rushing.
A bad picture. Ew.
That's a bad
picture. Take that picture off the screen.
He was top 5 in rushing, if I'm not mistaken, with touchdowns. And if I'm not mistaken, I think
but then according to what you're saying is, then the following quarterback should have hit that same number.
Right, but the following quarterback that won MVP broke 5,000 yards. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what you showing?
Remember, after Lamar, it was a quarterback that won it who dang near broke 5,000 yards.
A-Rod had 42, 99, 48 touchdowns and 5 picks in 2020. In 2021, he had
No, 4,200.
42, 4,000.
That's 800 yards away from 5,000.
But he had 45 touchdown passes.
He had 48 touchdowns and 5 picks. 48 touchdowns and 5 picks.
Yeah, that ratio is different.
That's ridiculous.
Then in 2021, he had 41-15, 37 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
So, all right, hold on. Dak has right now 3,500 yards with 4 or 5 games left to go.
Yep.
Yeah, he has 35-05, 28 touchdowns, 6
I want you to say what you about to say, because I'm gonna say what I'm about to say.
Well, I'm just saying, at that rate that he's going, isn't he well on his way to over 4,000 yards?
Isn't Tyreek well on his way to 2,000? Because
I'm saying no, because look at what Tyreek just got hurt. He's more than likely not.
He just came back in the game and he just caught a deep 24-yard pass like it was nothing.
And that was it. Look at his numbers from yesterday.
I mean, that's because of the way the defense played. But like you said, look at the numbers. We got Tyreek Hill up here right now, right?
Yeah.
How many games
look at their schedule?
How many games did he hit under 40? I mean, under 100.
13 games with 15, 42, and 12 touchdowns.
Come on now.
Okay, but look at he's gonna do that. What did he do against Philly? I just wanted to see.
Against Philly, he did 88.
88 yards. So what's the chances of him doing more than that against Dallas?
If he's been doing that against Philly,
he
did it. Hold up. He did it against Philly. He did it against the Broncos. Chargers don't count. Patriots.
That Broncos
serviceable. He did it against the Jets.
I see 5 games where he got under 100 yards.
So look,
but it's a lot of receivers who don't got nowhere near the amount of receiving yards.
I'm not debating that. I'm saying this though.
Here that would make me think that he won't get over 100 versus Dallas.
What do you mean? If Philly held him to 88, why wouldn't we? We've literally been holding majority of the top receivers to very minimal yards. Why wouldn't
I understand that? But have y'all played a wide receiver like Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, but has he played a defense like ours?
The Bills? in the second
The
week.
Bills is nowhere near comparable
in
to
the
Dallas.
second
Hold up, man. Hold up.
In
the
Second
week.
week was the top-rated defense.
Yes,
because they didn't have all those injuries.
Listen,
They didn't have all those
Buffalo.
injuries.
Listen, I don't care what y'all talking about.
You can't-
Buffalo's defense is
going
nowhere
up-
near the defense that. Do not
You're going off
disrespect
of
Dallas'
now.
defense.
You're going off of now.
No.
Buffalo's defense week 2 was better than y'all.
Well, week 4, my bad. Week
That's
4.
no way.
Week 4.
The Giants didn't even score against us in the first week. So how does that even make sense?
Buffalo defense week 2 was better than y'all defense now.
Well, it was week 4, but he played the Patriots in week 2, so that's still the same thing. He had 40 yards versus us in week 2, and then he had 58 versus the Bills in week 4. So
Buffalo defense in week 2 was better than the Cowboys defense now.
All right, but Buffalo's defense in
I
week
get
2
what you're
was it better
saying.
than Dallas's defense in week 2?
Yes, they were a top 3 defense.
The first 4 weeks,
Nah.
Who else was in the top 3?
Because Dallas was ranked
And
number
Fran
1
and the
after
Eagles.
week 1. Nah, Dallas was ranked number 1 after week 1 because they gave up no points.
Bro,
They had like 3 touchdowns against the Giants.
Hold on.
No, I'm just saying.
Bro, is we talk about top defense versus the Giants?
I'm just saying, based on ranking.
But
Stop
it
it.
was
Stop
week
it.
4.
Stop
By
it.
the way, it
Who
was
have
week
they
4.
played at that point? Nobody.
They literally
Who
played
did Buffalo-
nobody.
Who did Buffalo play? Didn't Buffalo lose to the Jets in week 2?
Week
Yeah.
1. Week
One.
1.
They let up
Yeah,
60
but we
points,
listen.
though.
That
They let
even
up
makes
60
my
points.
case stronger. They lost. Y'all won against the Giants, who are garbage. And then the next week they played the top-rated offense.
Well, yeah.
Well,
it was
that was the top-rated offense.
I made a mistake. They played them in week 4, but still.
Come on. What are we talking about here? Let's be
think
honest.
Tyreek could
Hold
get
on. Let's
2,000.
be honest.
I think Tyreek could get
Let's be
2,000.
honest. If I'm Micah Parsons, right? Because this is exactly what Micah Parsons is doing now. If I'm Micah Parsons and I load up my sacks in the beginning of the season and I don't do nothing for 5 games straight, but I'm still near the top, am I really considered the guy? Come on.
Wait. More importantly, let's talk about this.
So if I'm
Because
Dallas and I spank
listen.
the Giants,
But listen, you're talking to
Yeah,
me
like
about
4 sacks.
Miami. You said Miami it's almost guaranteed that Tyreek is going to get 2,000 yards. They're about to go up against no. But wait, just listen. But just listen.
Over 100 versus Dallas. That's what I said.
Okay, but that the Jets,
Mm-hmm.
they got the Jets defense to go against, the Cowboys defense to go against, the Ravens defense, and then this Buffalo Bills defense to go up against.
Yep. You want to know what's crazy? That same Ravens defense that you're talking about now just gave a monster performances to not 1 but 2 wide receivers. One being a rookie.
But you just was defending Baltimore that their defense or that their team is better than San Fran's.
No, I said that they can win against San Fran. I didn't say they were better than San Fran. I said
But
because
if you
of
beat a
matchup.
team, doesn't that mean that you're better than them? I mean, you at least got to be better than them that day.
So at that moment of when y'all lost to the Cardinals, was y'all still
they were the better team? No, if we lost to them, they were the better.
Ain't no Cowboys fan when they lost to the Cardinals did not think that they was the better team still.
If you lose to a team, what does that mean? I don't know. What did we do in that game?
Okay, so when y'all lost to the Eagles, in your mind, you was like, wait till y'all come down to Dallas. Matter of fact,
I did say that.
He did say that.
But I don't know what.
Hold up. I heard if Schoolmaker do this, if Dak don't do this, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but we want Arizona dog walked us though.
Nah, they ain't dog walk y'all. They ain't dog walk y'all.
How didn't they?
They ain't dog walk y'all.
It was a close game.
It was a close game.
They had control, but it was close.
Yeah, it was a close game. They ain't dog walk y'all. They ain't dog walk y'all.
All I'm saying is this.
They ain't dog y'all. They ain't dog walk y'all.
I want one. I'm invested in Tyreek. Yeah, I need Tyreek to get 2,000, but I don't think that it's going to happen. I don't, because he's going up against defenses. He has a quarterback, let's keep it honest, who can't really throw the ball when there's pressure. He's about to go up against defensive lines that are going to pressure him.
Hold up, because Dallas ain't really been putting up them sacks like how
It's not
expect them to
sacks and pressures are two different
Listen,
things, though.
That's fine. Quarterbacks have been throwing against pressure. I'm gonna say this. I hear what you're saying about Tua.
Yeah, but you're
I hear
talking
what
about
you're saying about
quarterbacks,
Tua,
but
I
Tua
also
is
seen-
not that.
I also seen a quarterback that don't get the same amount of respect as Tua wear that scarlet and gold because his coach is Kyle Shanahan and light up the best defenses because of play calling.
He got the
Tyreek
best
Hill gets
QBR.
open because of
But,
play calling.
but
not the quarterback.
Brock Purdy, I think anybody would take Brock Purdy over Tua.
Right. But I'm saying the play calling in Miami is eerily similar as far as getting players open as San Fran.
what
Tyreek
happened
Hill
to them
don't
last
do
night?
what he's doing if it's not for play calling.
But what happened to them last night?
Tyreek Hill went out.
Oh shoot!
Listen.
Yo, Brock Purdy about to have 4,000 yards.
Think about it. When you have a team that you scheme a game plan for, right? And then a player goes out, it kind of like changes your game plan right there in the game. So you kind of
But don't you think most teams are scheming again? You got to look at it, right? Miami had 2 running backs that went for what, 200 yards in a game?
Yep.
Right? Like, don't you think Tyreek is going to be open? Like, there's things that's going on, but they're not doing that.
Those running backs get those yards because Tyreek is on the field and teams play pass defense. Like teams have schemed against Tyreek Hill, and he has put up 150.
All I think is that this is, as of right now, Tyreek has an ankle injury. It was apparent. Yes, he came back in that game, but it was a reason that he wasn't getting the ball. So it was very apparent. He had to keep coming off the field. Ankle injuries don't just go away. He's a speedy receiver. He's now about to go up against.
I done seen the quarterback get a high ankle sprain and torture defense in the Super Bowl 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but that wasn't a week later. The Super Bowl wasn't a week later.
I seen a quarterback get hurt versus the Jags, high ankle sprain, come back the next week and bless Cincinnati. I've seen it. We've seen it.
That's AFC.
We've seen it.
That just shows that y'all defense ain't suspect.
Nah. Because the difference is when we play Kansas City, he put up numbers, but our points spread is only 3 points.
Miami run game is nice. I do understand that, bro.
It's crazy. Brock Purdy got almost 4,000 yards and almost 100 less passing attempts. That is crazy.
Well, you know why that is.
That man Patrick Mahomes let y'all defense up in the Super Bowl. Let's keep it a stat.
It's Pat Mahomes now. We're not doing that. We're not going there. We're not going there.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go there though. And look, that ain't even no disrespect to the Eagles. But
not all disrespect, but
that was a shootout. That game was a shootout.
Yeah, it was a shootout. One person was shooting. He was having target practice.
Oh my gosh! All I'm saying is that
he said Stafford smoked y'all. That's crazy. Nah, he didn't. Stafford threw picks that game. Remember that. And hold up, and they only beat us by 3. That was way different than y'all scored.
Hey, I mean, we'll see. I'm just looking honestly, at the potential. Dak is more likely to reach 4,500 yards than.
So you think he can get 1,000 yards in the next 5 games?
We're saying that he can't. He's literally been throwing for 250 plus in the last however many games.
So
right.
You
guys play Bills, Miami,
Dolphins,
the Lions. They fraud.
And the Commanders.
Right?
Commanders.
Hold up. We done seen Dallas in playoff hunt, contention for the number 1 seed in the division.
Wait. Are we talking about this year or are we talking about previous years? Because again, if we're talking about, we need to only be talking about right now.
Let me tell you what's crazy about previous years. When y'all played the Commanders last year, y'all had a top 3 offense last year.
Yeah, but our team. Thank you. We no longer have Kellen Moore. We literally you can't talk about last year's Cowboys team when the whole coaching staff changed.
I mean, why can't I?
Because that's not relevant. It's not relevant to right now.
Listen,
It has no relevancy to
just
right
like
now.
just like how you're basing what Miami did versus another team.
I'm
for what
talking.
they might do to
About
y'all.
this year, though. You're talking about last year. Why are we talking about last year?
The teams don't really change that much. The teams
That's not true.
the teams that are where they are now,
That's not true.
that haven't changed from last year. Y'all
What?
last year, y'all was in the same spots where y'all are
Detroit. Where was Detroit at last year? Detroit was on the outside looking in, but they're on the inside, right? That's a different team.
now. Man, I won't put it that way.
The Eagles is a different team. All their coaches gone.
Kansas City is a different team.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, again, a lot of these same teams that we expected are in the same spots.
Yeah, but I talk about current. I don't talk about previous years because previous years don't have anything to do with right now.
So,
I mean,
so let me ask you this.
If you're talking about the last time someone played, then yeah, you'd have to bring up previous years. Like when it came to Philly versus San Fran, the only thing we could have talked about was last year because that's when they played. But as far as the current teams right now, yes, I could say I have those confidence.
What make you think? And I'm not saying that it's not possible, right? But what make you think Tyreek Hill can put up 100 yards versus Dallas?
His injury. That's what I've been saying. It. He's hurt.
Yeah, but that
he
man
about to get shoot out. He about to get shot up, bro.
Tyreek needs 139 yards
to average
139 yards the last 4 games to tie.
Okay.
And you don't think he's gonna try to do that? He's gonna.
Of course, he's gonna try.
Go for 200 in one game.
He's gonna get that 200 game before the season out again. I think.
I that has been up there for a minute. I took the banner down.
Yo, that's crazy.
The other thing that makes me think that that's not going to happen is show me countless receivers who have done that against Dallas's defense.
I mean, okay, is this Dallas?
DK?
Yeah. Go to Dallas's what's the name? You can go down. Scroll down to the last 5. The last 5.
Last 5.
Yep.
Right here.
Okay, so you play DK.
Mm-hmm.
You play
DK.
AJ
DK
Brown.
did 134.
Okay, right. DK did 134, right? Right. So Tyreek Hill can't.
And then AJ just did 94.
Okay, he actually had a better game versus y'all this time than the last time.
Did he?
No, but I'm saying show me how many receivers have done that.
We just went through 2. And then look, y'all, no,
94.
don't click on it. Don't click on it. Go back.
Oh, I was looking at
the
guy. What's his name? Curtis Samuel had 100.
Yeah, but go back. I'm saying go back.
So right now you've shown me 2 wide receivers that have 100 or more.
Yeah. I just want to see the schedule. Right? So AJ put up 90 plus.
No, he put up. We're talking about over 100 because he can't just do 90 plus. He's got to do 100.
That's what I'm about to say. AJ just put up 90 plus. DK put over 100 plus. Curtis Samuel, those is a lot of screen passes, but he did 100, right?
Okay,
then y'all play. That's 2, right? Y'all play the Panthers, they don't got no wide receivers. Y'all play the Giants, they don't got no wide receivers. Y'all play the Eagles that first time, they ain't have a good game. The wide receivers.
But they had the same receivers.
Right. They had the same receivers, right?
Okay.
So hold up. If we're gonna just do recent, right? The last 2 games. You give up 90 plus, you give up 100 plus. What make me don't think if Tyreek Hill is near 100, near 90, that he won't get 10 yards? It's Tyreek Hill we talking about.
But Austin just said that Tyreek needs to get. Listen to what he's saying though. He said he needs to get 100 and basically 40 yards for the next.
Yeah, 140 for the next 4 games.
It's not, and that's what I'm getting at is that it's not a guaranteed thing. That's what I'm saying. It's not.
But none of it is a guaranteed thing though. It's
but
not
I'm saying
Dallas's
defense is getting turnovers. You don't think Tua is good? I could probably guarantee 2 to 3 turnovers from Tua against Dallas.
Okay, but you see how you could be so sure in your conviction, but we just seen that.
Because we
Listen,
watched Tua do it.
I hear what you're saying, but we are also looking at a wide receiver that is. It didn't matter who he lined up against, putting up these numbers. So what makes you think?
But there's
that
5
y'all
games
are
on the
so-
schedule that he didn't do that. There's 5 games on his schedule that he didn't
and
do
most of them was division.
Let's
right?
go back. Let's go back to
Most
his
of them was
stats.
division.
that. What does that have to do with it, though? I don't
Your
understand.
best games is your toughest games is division.
Let's go back to this. So first week one,
So Philly wasn't a tough game for them?
week one he
who?
put up 215. Week 2, 40.
Yep.
Week 3, 157. Week 4 versus Buffalo, 58.
Yep.
Versus the Giants.
Division.
Versus
Division.
the Giants in week 6. Week
Ooh,
5.
hold up.
Division.
Almost every game he
division.
played, that's division.
Besides
is
the
his lowest
Eagles.
points.
This is conference.
Second time
Same
versus the
conference.
Patriots, he put up 112.
So what me? Hold on. Look at this. Commanders, NFC. Eagles, NFC. Panthers, NFC. Giants, NFC.
So
What
is the
make you
Commanders
think-
defense comparable to Dallas's?
I see. That's the thing. I ain't comparing anything.
Well, then
defensive
how
wise.
can't you do that? How
I'm
does
just
that
going
make
to-
sense, though?
Look,
Because you just said a little while ago it's about the
matchup.
matchups. 20 minutes ago, you said it's about the
I can
matchup,
sit here
though.
and say y'all defense is y'all defense because of the people y'all play. Y'all literally got 2 wins versus winning teams.
What does that mean? I'm still
Okay,
trying to
so if y'all
understand
got 2 wins versus winning
the
teams,
matchups.
who have y'all played?
But who has Miami
played?
played?
Still can't put up over 100.
Who has Miami played? Look at what happened to them when they played Buffalo.
Okay, so if Miami didn't beat Buffalo,
Miami would be in the same conversation as Dallas. Show me who Miami has beaten.
okay.
Chargers, Patriots.
No, you can't count the Chargers.
Garbage.
You can't count the Chargers.
Broncos is not
Why
garbage.
can't
In week 1,
Why can't you?
In week
Yeah,
1,
week 1.
In week
You can't count the Chargers, bro. They garbage. You can't count the Chargers.
Wait, that
They
doesn't.
In week
You,
1, you can.
you
In
can't
week
take
1, you
out
can,
teams.
bro.
Yo, listen, because your argument now has shifted to who have they played. I'm saying let's talk about the teams that are actually comp that they played.
The only team that's comparable is
Chargers was
Philly.
healthy.
Going
Chargers
into
was
the season,
healthy.
we all thought the Chargers were going to be comp, and that's week 1. So I'm
And
texting
they
you.
was healthy.
You got to count that. We
They was
all
healthy week
thought the
1.
Chargers were going to be
That's a
running.
fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
We all thought the Chargers were going to run the Chiefs table. So
Okay.
in week 1, the Chargers.
Yep.
Then the Patriots.
Yep.
Bills. They lost.
Broncos.
Now, if there's a game you don't count,
Yeah, don't count the Broncos. Don't count the Broncos. The Broncos is garbage. We knew the Broncos is garbage. We knew the Broncos was
At
garbage.
that time, they were struggling.
Right.
They
Then they were garbage. They was garbage.
if you're gonna say, right, you said that Buffalo's defense is better than Dallas's, but so if that
In
is the
week
case,
4.
I said
Going to week 4, they were top
earlier the year. In the earlier the year.
Yes.
Okay.
They were nice.
okay. So, but look at that score, 48-20.
Right.
Okay? That was when their defense
Was elite.
was top tier defense.
Yes.
Okay, but to me, so if the only thing I've heard about now their running game, it's pretty decent. It should be still up there because the numbers that
the running game is nice. The run game is nice.
Yeah. So okay, the running game, but outside of that,
running back number 1.
most of,
To
me, I'm just
Hold up. I'm a little salty.
they played the
right?
Giants.
Because
That's
I got
garbage
beat
team.
by
They
that
played the
running back in
Panthers.
fantasy, and it knocked me out of 4th place. So I'm a little salty.
Yo, no, I was really salty.
I'm a
because
little salty.
You didn't score a lot of points. I needed you to score more points so that I could play you next week.
Right.
But now I don't play
gotta
you
play
next
quick.
week.
I'm counting 9 games that the Dolphins have played against what we would call garbage teams.
Okay. So let me ask you this, right? Dolphins week 4, right? They play Buffalo. At that point, Buffalo has played the Jets, the Raiders, Commanders, now the Dolphins, right?
Mhm.
Now, you might look at it and be like, bro, they garbage, bro. Right? Oh, no.
Right.
No.
Yeah. That's what everybody was saying.
Week 4, this team has played the Giants, the Jets, the Cardinals, and the Patriots, right? At that point, Bills' defense was better than current defense of this team at right now. I'm saying for Tyreek Hill, for what he has done all year, there's not just like how
against
He's in
garbage
mid-season
teams.
form.
I
He's
could
in
easily
mid-season
sit
form.
here and say, yo, he won't
Against
have a good
garbage
game against
teams.
Dallas. I can easily say, yo, he won't have a good game against Dallas because, yo, they doing this, they doing this, they doing this. But what makes me think that Tyreek Hill can't have a good game?
I'm not. I never said that he can't though. That was my whole thing. I never said that he can't.
He gonna have over.
I said
100
that
yards. He got to have over 100 yards.
he has to, but there's also literally everyone is discrediting Dallas because they play garbage teams. I'm looking at the same teams that Dallas has played on Miami's schedule. The only difference is Kansas City and the Raiders. And the Raiders is terrible.
Garbage.
So then what's the difference? He's doing it against garbage teams, right?
Okay, so let's use that, right? He's doing this against garbage teams, right?
I see where he's about to go with it.
Dallas defense, just like how Dallas defense has been doing it against garbage teams.
Mhm.
What made me think?
Hey,
What made me think? Again, what made me think?
But the difference.
Let me say one thing. The Cowboys haven't beaten. They've beaten one team over 500 this entire season.
And that's the Eagles.
No,
And that was the Eagles.
No. We ain't gonna do that to them because when they beat the Seahawks, they had them over 500. We ain't gonna do that to them. We ain't gonna
Seattle was over
Yeah,
500.
we ain't gonna do it. Don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. That's nasty.
I mean, hey,
Don't try to
you
do
said-
that.
Hey,
But then who did Miami beat over 500?
Let's see. I mean, hey,
Broncos.
the Broncos.
Broncos,
What, the
yeah,
one
the
and
Broncos
one?
did have a
The
winning
one
record.
and one.
At the time that they played them, according
They
to his
didn't.
argument, what was their record?
There was a one. So we do it at the time that they play, or
Well,
we
I'm
can
just
do it,
saying
look,
because that's
do
what
it
he
at the
just
time that they
did.
play.
He-
We can do it at the time that they play.
They were
You
0-3
changed it, though,
at the time.
because
0-3 at the time.
at the time
Or
they
0-2,
were
0-2,
the
0-2.
they didn't beat the Bills.
They were 0-2 at the time. The Broncos were 0-2.
I'm
Panthers
telling you,
suck.
you're not going to find they don't have any more than Dallas.
Yeah.
Dang. Not one. Not one. Not one. I'm looking. I'm like, yo. Let me
You
find
can
one.
look high, you can look low. You ain't gonna find nobody because Miami has been. They've literally compared Miami and Dallas to saying that both of these teams are good teams that haven't beat anybody. So if that's the case, then what is the argument really? Because at this point they're going to go up against their offense is going to go up against a so-called good defense because according to everybody, Dallas' defense is not good. And then
I've never said that, and I'm a Giants fan.
Isn't that the same thing about their offense, though? If their offense hasn't gone up against any legit defense, then it leads to be said that it's a 50-50 throw-up toss that maybe Tyreek goes for 140, maybe he doesn't. I'm just saying that I don't see it happening against Dallas, not because Tyreek isn't capable.
Right,
because
all I'm saying is because, like, I know because we kind of like mixing the argument of what he needs to average to win, beats Calvin Johnson to be able to win the MVP. I'm just saying for that one game, it's very much possible for him to get over 100 yards.
Yeah, but no one said it's not possible.
We've also seen him, right? Because say, for instance, right, they play y'all this Sunday. Even with the hurt leg, ankle, whatever, he go for 100. He don't get the 140 average. But then next week, he get almost 200 yards. Because we've seen him almost just go for 200 yards, right?
I agree, but that's what I was bringing up is that it's not likely because look at his schedule. That's all I was getting at.
He got the Jets, Cowboys, Ravens, and Bills.
Okay, so
good defenses. All good defense.
Hold on. Scroll back up. Look, scroll up. Keep going.
That's pretty.
Right there. Hold on.
To me, it sounds like you're saying that it's a sure shot. To me, I'm just saying that it's not an easy task.
Sure shot.
Well, I'm saying you're making it say it to me. It sounds like you're saying it's a lot easier. I'm just saying it's going to be a lot more difficult because of who he's about to go against. That's all I'm saying. You can't act like these defenses, Jets defense, Cowboys defense, Ravens defense, and Buffalo's defense are not going to be difficult defenses for him to try to average 140
I
plus.
just seen a Puka Nacua go crazy versus the Ravens defense.
I didn't say.
Cup.
I'm not
And
saying
Cup.
that. I'm just saying that it's going to be a difficult task.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I've been saying this whole
But
time.
think about it. Every time you go on in the field and you going up against defenses, it's gonna be difficult.
No. When we went up against the Giants defense, it wasn't difficult.
Oh, your offense didn't do much.
We talking
It
about
was the
teams that are
defense that
actually,
scored
bro, we
3
talking about teams
touchdowns.
that's actually competing.
Your defense
all
scored
I'm
like 3-4 touchdowns. I'm just saying. Special teams
look,
had
Hold up,
another
no, but
touchdown.
listen.
Your defense
That's
scored 1
because,
touchdown.
they didn't have
Okay,
the
listen,
opportunity
you
to
said
do
it,
it because
you said he played
your
against
offense was
the
that
Jets.
bad.
That same Jets defense, he put over 100 yards. So what made me think he can't do it again?
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm more invested in Tyreek than anybody. I need Tyreek and Tua just cost me.
No. I'm in the playoffs. I need Tyreek Hill to cook.
So am I.
I need him to cook.
So am I. They failed me.
I need that man to cook.
I know what Tyreek is capable of. I'm just saying, though, that we have to be realistic to say that it's not going to be a cakewalk. One's discrediting. And this is the thing. My argument is really nothing to do with Tyreek Hill.
Right.
It's his quarterback. That's what I'm getting at.
He been getting him the ball.
Tua, look at Tua last night against a garbage team.
Let's see Tua numbers.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
When you get into his face, he cannot throw the ball.
Okay, so
I don't care if it's Tyreek, it's Waddle.
Let me ask you this. Does the defense, which this happened, when Tyreek Hill goes out, the defense changes because now we don't have to worry about the over-the-top threat.
No, that's a fact. That is a guaranteed fact. But I'm just saying that even you still have to look at go look at Tua's stats in some of these games where Tyreek does go off. I guarantee you Tua probably still threw 2 or 3 interceptions.
He only had 2 interceptions in 2 games.
Okay.
But
and what happened?
I don't know those games. He won against the Giants.
2-1, 1-1, 2-1.
Right now got 10 interceptions.
There's almost a guarantee that he's going to throw at least 1 interception.
You said who got 10 plus interceptions?
Tua. He got 10 interceptions.
He said Tua has. He has, right?
Yeah, he got 10
interceptions. The only thing that this isn't really showing either is that we got to look at like QB pressures. This is all I'm saying is that there's factors that Tua's going to have to overcome. Tua's not capable of doing that. That's the only reason why I would say that it may be difficult. Not that Tyreek isn't capable. We know what Tyreek is capable of, but the tape is out on Tua. Get in that man's face.
I will say this. The Jets game, we've already seen him ball out versus the Jets, right? So in my mind,
did he just say Green Bay can beat Philly and Dallas?
That's why I put it up there and I didn't say nothing. I just put it up there. I didn't say nothing. Hey,
while we're talking, I feel like Green Bay can beat Philly and Dallas.
You talking about the same Green Bay that just lost to the Giants? Danny DeVito?
It lost to my man Danny DeVito. Okay, it's Danny DeVito from The Sopranos. Thank you.
Yeah, this man talking crazy, bro. Come on, Joe. Come on, son.
Let me get some chopped cheese.
Come on, son.
What is he drinking? Because that's a weird thing to bring. He got to be drunk. That's just a weird thing to bring up at this point in time.
Tommy.
I don't know. That's the thing that I'm getting at, though. It's not. It's literally like
I agree with you. It's definitely not easy.
You got to look at Tua's play. Yeah, I think that he can do it.
I'm just very optimistic that he can do it.
No, what they're gonna need is if the running game gets going, he's getting 100 yards.
Yeah, but remember, the running game only gets going because
of Tyreek, right? Yeah. So there's gonna have to be switched around.
Yeah.
And what's one of Dallas' weaknesses? What's one of Dallas' weaknesses? The run game.
Yeah, but it's more so like passing for backs. That's why like San Fran can do what they do versus them because of the threat of Christian McCaffrey.
Man, Christian McCaffrey does that against everybody.
It's not even just running though. You have to score. The reason that the Philly game just went the way that it did is not just the fumbles, but Dallas got up.
Yeah.
When Dallas went up before all those turnovers happened, I said, this is it. Because Dallas went up. So Dallas made stops. Philly's offense was going down the field goal.
Yeah.
Went down the
Okay.
field,
It's
field
just like
goal.
when they played San Fran. They started off running down the field, and they got 2 field goals.
He
If
meant
they
to say
score 2
Miami,
touchdowns,
not
that's
Green
a
Bay.
different game because we know Brock Purdy can't play from behind. But if
Right.
you just kicking the field goals, you don't really put yourself in advantageous situations.
Tua playing behind, that running game gets negated at that point because the running game, the running game chews up clock. If you're
Right.
playing from behind, that's negated. Now they're one-dimensional, which everyone knows was coming. Drop back 10-yard slant to Tyreek. He's not going to have much more time than that. Like
Let
our
me say this,
defensive
though.
line
Let
is
me say
putting
this.
pressure on.
Am I okay to feel a little bit optimistic when I seen Tua score 6 touchdowns in one half versus the Baltimore Ravens?
Who always had an elite defense.
I said, am I okay to feel a little optimistic that even if Tua is down?
Oh yeah, you're saying yeah. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying, just look at all of my question
I'm
marks
just
come with
heavily
Tua.
invested in
Tua's
Tyreek Hill,
not.
okay? I need
Me
Tyreek Hill to
too,
fall out.
and
I'm
that's
just
my
saying.
problem. Like Tua needs to be better because I need this to happen. Like I also have the Tua Tyreek stack, so I'm double invested.
Let me ask you this.
And I
Let me
want
ask you
Tua
this
to be
question.
good.
Let me ask you this question.
I'm about to
I
start
know-
Russell Wilson.
Listen, I know
Huh?
it's about to be. I know 1,000%. There's gonna be a conflict of interest because you're going to the game, right? No. You're not going to this game. But when y'all play Miami in Miami,
He wanted to be a shootout and they win.
no, listen, if y'all play Miami in Miami, and you in the fantasy championship,
Run it up.
you need Tyreek Hill to ball out.
Run it up.
He don't care if they lose. He don't
I
care
don't
if they
care if
lose.
Tyreek ball out.
But listen,
I'm-
hold on.
It's
But
Tua.
the
That's the
number
issue.
one, hold on, listen. I'm compiling this one. I'm making it different,
Mhm.
all right?
Mhm.
You win the fight, you win the fantasy championship because your team is looking stacked. I ain't gonna
Yes.
your team is looking stacked. You win the finals, you win the championship game. You need Dallas to win the game because it's the deciding factor
Oh, to get first place in
First
the division.
for either the conference and or division.
Ugh,
But you
that's
need
nasty
Tyreek
work.
Hill to do his thing.
nasty work.
How conflicted is your feelings and your thoughts?
I say this, Tyreek, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta start Tyreek. I have no choice. Tyreek, go stupid. Get 200 yards. I'm all good with that. Tua is going on the bench because I don't see it happening with Tua. And then I'm putting Russell Wilson in to just give myself a
You
cushion.
about to let Russ cook for the
I
championship?
gotta let Russ cook for
Hey,
the championship.
He gonna
I
be
got to.
cooking for me.
I
Shoot.
got enough. I have enough wide receiver power with CeeDee Lamb. Gonna
Yeah.
go off in that game.
Yeah.
I got Jordan Addison. I got Hawkins. I got.
I don't
enough
know if he's
wide
gonna go
receiver
off in
power.
that game. Ramsey been playing. He been
Yeah, but
playing.
hold on. Remember. CeeDee Lamb play a lot of slot. He probably won't see a lot of Ramsey. Ramsey don't follow.
Well, he might be on Howard then.
Nah, they play outside strictly.
Yeah. I don't care who he get
He's
matched
gonna
up
get outside matchups, but he's gonna do most of his work
On
from the
Eli
spot like
Apple.
he's been doing. That's the game plan. If it worked, don't break. Don't
Eli
try to fix
Apple.
it. If it
Oh,
ain't,
elite eye apple.
If they put Eli Apple on CeeDee Lamb, he's going for 300.
I would out. Nah, I don't know about that one.
Yes, he is.
I don't know about that one.
Yes, he is.
elite eye
No,
apple.
listen. If they put Eli Apple on CeeDee Lamb would be pissed off that game. Because one thing about Eli Apple, he's a nuisance. And listen, he held Tyreek Hill, the same Tyreek Hill that we trying to get the championships with. He held that man.
This is what I'm trying to
one-on-one
figure out. How is
in the
Eli Apple
conference
still employed?
championship and blast him. He blast Tyreek Hill.
It ain't happening. It's not happening.
He blast Tyreek Hill. So
It's going to
he's
be interesting
annoying.
to
That's
see.
the problem. He's just an annoying corner, but he's sound in a lot of his technique and stuff. So
Yeah, we'll see.
he
We'll
said,
see.
"How's Eli Apple employs there?" I ain't gonna lie, it didn't show last night, but based on numbers, since Jalen Ramsey got there, somehow Miami defense has gotten better.
Jalen Ramsey got older too.
But it didn't look like it because that boy Will Levis. Come on, man.
Will folded Jalen.
I told y'all, man.
Will
Coach
folded
is down
Jalen.
bad. If they had Will Levis right now, they'd be cooking.
Who?
Will
As
Levis.
the
I
coach.
said the coach should have took Will
Oh,
Levis. I like Anthony Richardson, but come on now. Will Levis look like next year he's going to be a star in this league.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. And guess
Come
who
on
got
now.
him? Guess who got
Hey.
him late round, like round 18?
I know I seen that. He cooked on your bench. I
No,
was like, oh
no,
my
he had
God.
less than Russell Wilson though.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
okay with that.
yeah. But he's coming along though. That's what I
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
Coming along. And he got that cannon. Cannon. He throwing that thing down the field. Like, yeah. I seen this one thing. I know we getting late, so I ain't gonna try to keep following on. But I seen this one thing. Mock draft. If the Tennessee Titans move up, they said they might be gunning for Marvin Harrison. Do y'all think Marvin Harrison with Will Levis could be that Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow rookie year season?
With D Hop, yeah, that could be scary.
Yeah.
Right.
That can be scary, man. That can be scary.
And then if Henry does what he's supposed to do, like
Nah,
he's been doing the last few games,
Henry gone.
I don't think.
I can't wait for the
Get him.
Patriots to sign T. Himmons.
Nah, T. Higgins is getting franchise tag.
T. Himmons. Coming to New England Patriots.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. We should trade T. Higgins. I don't think we're gonna be able to re-sign him, and I think they want to use the franchise tag on DJ Reed because you need that. You don't want to go into the draft wanting a D tackle. It's not a lot of good D tackles out there.
Yeah.
T. Higgins can't go for nothing less than a first, though. You got to go for a first. Take the Chiefs. Send them to the Chiefs.
Hey.
Send them to the Chiefs.
All right, well, real quick, before we wrap it up, we're just going to talk about the Mondays and Thursday upset. That's all. It's just a little upset talk. The Patriots won Thursday. You know, they not tanking.
I needed that win.
I didn't.
They not tanking.
I didn't need that win.
And then, you know, the New York Football Giants just,
It's all good. It's all good.
They
He wanted to get that in there.
They are just doing decent. Hey, I'm not gonna say, man. The reason why I'm really happy because yes, we're in the playoff hunt, but Saquon Barkley is going to be balling.
Hold on. You said that a little too casual. Yes,
What?
we're in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, we're one game out. We're literally one game behind.
Bro, y'all 5-8.
We're one game behind.
Yeah.
Bro,
We're literally.
y'all 5-8.
And we're one game behind.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying, bro. Y'all 5-8.
Hey, and we're one game behind, and we got the tiebreakers on Green Bay.
Bro, y'all 5-8.
Hold on. Take your screen off real quick, bro.
Nah, you could press start.
No, bro, y'all got the Eagles twice. Y'all 5-8.
We're talking about the Eagles now.
No. I don't think you
We're talking about
understand
the
what I'm
Eagles
saying.
now.
I'm pretty much saying y'all 5-10 already.
If you believe that, that's definitely
right here. We got the Giants.
Bro, this man said we one game out as if
we are. Look,
but listen, listen to this. Listen to this.
we're one game.
Listen. There's at least 5 teams that have winning records ahead of y'all, and y'all can't even get in your own division.
That's okay.
It will be other teams from other divisions that make it before y'all.
We're most likely gonna finish 9-8.
Y'all 5-8. Y'all about to beat the Eagles twice? Y'all sweep
Hey,
them?
look, this
Yo,
is the
please do.
Danny DeVito.
Please
This is
do.
the Danny
Y'all about to
DeVito
sweep the
right now.
Eagles?
It
Yeah,
might
do it.
happen. I don't think it will, but I'm starting to be this
Hold
man
up, though.
right here.
But just a week
This
ago, you and
man.
Austin was rooting for each other's
Hey.
team, facing each other,
Look.
wanting them to lose.
Yesterday, I
It's fluid.
almost wanted us. I was like, if we lose, we got top 5 pick. I'm all right. So either way, I was all right. But now we win, and we're one game behind. 3-game winning streak. One of the longest streaks in the NFC right now. I'm saying we're running hot. We're running hot. That's all I'm saying. We
You
are
know what
running
that
hot.
means when you running hot, you break down.
Nah, we're
That
running
boy
hot.
check engine light on.
And he knows. If anybody know about a car that be
That's
running
a
hot,
fact.
Right?
That's
Nah,
a fact.
I didn't have cars overheating. That's one thing I
Listen.
didn't have.
You done been on the side of the road a couple of times. Stop
Nah.
it. We won't
Not-
use
not
no
with
car
overheat.
analogies with you.
Not overheat though. Engine
Okay.
seized. Engine seized. It didn't overheat though. Engine
Yo,
so
listen,
Giants-
listen, I'm gonna keep it a stack.
we got to close out. But Giants got Saints. They got Saints, Eagles, Rams, Eagles. Y'all going 4-0?
0-4.
It's possible, man. Like right now,
0-4.
No. I'm asking. What's your prediction? What's your prediction on it?
my
4-0?
realistic prediction, 2-2. But
That won't get y'all to 9 though.
no, but I believe in this guy right here.
Who?
This guy right here. He got something special about him, man. He got something special about him.
Who?
This
DeVito.
guy right here. This guy
Italian.
right here.
Is he on your background? I'm missing
Yeah,
something.
Nah, he not.
Oh,
It's the
he's
hand
doing this
movement.
thing. He's
It's DeVito, man.
Oh,
It's
see,
DeVito.
yo, your hand gestures made me think that you like smacking your computer screen or something.
Hey, listen, y'all gotta get something to eat.
Bruh,
Go
this man's
Giants.
Wild. Go Giants.
Go
bro.
Giants.
Go Giants.
4-0.
Go Giants. Big blue.
Sweep. I don't care if they go. I don't care if they go 4-0. Just go 2-2 and just sweep the Eagles. That's all I care. Then Dallas can lose to Miami, and it could be fine. Then it's a win-win for me,
That's a
and I
fact.
don't care. So
I ain't gonna lie.
that's-
Listen, the Giants gonna come out and play their best game versus the Eagles.
Bruh, they
If you're a
are.
Philly
I
fan,
believe that. I
if
believe
you're a Philly fan, it's not a walk in the park. Y'all gonna get the W, but it ain't gonna be a walk in the park because them boys gonna come out like the season is on the line.
It is. In every last game that we have played, the season has been on the line.
It's a fact.
And we 3-0. But
Yeah, but you
And
said
DeVito
9-8,
just said-
bro.
DeVito for MVP, right?
That's
look, if he pulled this off, he ain't getting an MVP though. But I'm just saying though. It is amazing. He might get rookie of the year. He might get rookie of the year. FCJ Stroud wasn't in the NFL. He might get rookie of the year.
oh, there's the realistic.
He wasn't in the NFL.
Did y'all see his agent?
Who? Oh, DeVito? Of course, man. The Italian stallion. That's what he is. Hey, that's DeVito. That's DeVito.
Hey,
Dark
I'm gonna
Wing
let
Duck.
you could go ahead and wrap this up because you on it right now.
That boy on 10 right now.
He said the Italian stallion.
This man is on 10.
Hey,
Hold
man,
on. Pause, bro.
that's that man,
Come on,
Danny. Hey, what? That's what Rocky Bell
Come
was.
on,
I'm
bruh.
just saying. Philly
Man, just
fans know
call
about
another
that.
man a stallion. You know
No.
who Megan is? We look at Megan like that.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying.
Man,
It's
just call him a stallion,
Is
bro.
that man DeVito, okay? Is that man Danny DeVito? Thank you very much. But we appreciate y'all that was watching. This is the Super Bias Sports Show, a place where the fan can be a fan, no matter how biased you think.
It's a New York thing. It's a New York thing.
It's the bonnet,
Tommy Cutlets.
tea time,
Tommy Cutlets.
B-Rob,
He got an accent.
and Austin.
Tommy Cutlets.
Deuces. We appreciate y'all.
Oh shoot!
It is what it is. One and out, y'all.
Yeah, you know what it